For a brief moment, I thought, could I just dump this bag? That was at the Lisbon Orient station. After coming out of Porto, you see the train system in Porto. The trains are new. The platform, you could tell it was recently built. So everything is leveled up and it's a smooth transition from the train to the platform or vice versa. The difference with this one is that the trains are older. They have a very, very narrow way to get in and out, and it does not linger too long on the station. So you will find people trying to get on and off very quickly. So when it was time for me to get off of that train, that thought crossed my mind. So guys, in this big video, we will be looking at some luggage that we could really get rid of and some that we're holding on to because we think it's very important. So let's go. Hi, my name is Paula Simon, a believer who 25 plus years ago made a decision that changed my life, strengthened my faith, which led to a closer walk with God. On this channel, I encourage women to be more proactive in their lives and embrace changes one step at a time. If you are new to the channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber or visitor, welcome also. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification button so YouTube will let you know when a new video is uploaded. Also, please share. It will be greatly appreciated. Guys, I'm out here in Portugal. I left Porto. I'm in Estoril now. Enjoying such a beautiful city, and today the sun is as hot as ever. On my way to Estoril, I decided to use the train, which is an easy ride. It was cost effective and everything. So I was judging the travel based on what I experienced in Porto, thinking it would be the same to Lisbon. No, it's not. The trains are older. As I said in the introduction, it's narrow. You have to go down about 2 stairs and it isn't even close to the platform. And what I find, the patience of the people in Porto did not go to the people in Lisbon, because I was trying to get off the train with these 2 bags and they were trying to get on. So for a brief moment, honestly, the thought crossed my mind. Could I dump these bags? Because it was putting a handbag or a hamper on the way I could move around the train. And the train, the minute it reached, you have about 2 or 3 minutes to get on the train and then it start moving. So imagine me trying to get the bags up and then have to go down the aisle to get to my right seat. Guys, I wasn't even in my right seat. The conductor came and I had to go to the next seat. A whole lot of things. But if I did not have that extra bag, it would have been a piece of cake. But it wasn't. That bag is needed. I can't just do carry-on only, because Lufthansa, the airline, only giving you 17 pounds with your carry-on. And the 17 pounds, I look at the bag, and by the time I say wink, it was over 17 pounds. I had to keep taking out stuff. So I just could not travel for this amount of time with that small bag. So I had to have the other bag. But in this case, it's a little annoying load, but it's a necessary load. And this was just to travel. And in the same thing, as I was sitting on the train, still pondering about this bag, and really and truly was irritated with myself for a few minutes. Why did you bring a next bag? Knowing very well I had to bring the other bag. I started thinking about life. And if we think about wanting to do what God tells us to do, and I don't know what He told you and what your journey will entail, but it might be traveling somewhere else. Or even if it is not a physical movement, although it might not be physical, might be our perception on life. So in this video, I'm asking you guys, what are you holding on to? And you might be conscious of it, or you might not be conscious of it, of how it is affecting your walk with God. Guys, we could be holding on to stuff since some childhood. Look, for instance, when you were at school, you might have been 8 or 9 years old. You remember the teacher said you would never be nothing. Or you remember someone said, oh, this boy, he can't read. Those negative things could be there in our subconscious mind. And you went right through life. And at this ripe young age of 58 or 59 or 60 or 65, that remark is still affecting you because you're holding on to it. Your defining moment is stuck at age 8. Although you might have accomplished so much other things in life. You might have reared children. You might have, who knows, build a business, have a great job, contributing to your society in a social way, in church or in a community. But you still stuck. They're like a gum on your shoes since some age 8. And that would affect your journey. Okay, it might be your parents, especially if you come out to the West Indies. I don't know about any other parents, but I know the West Indian people have a way of saying stuff. It's like, you're so stupid. You can't learn nothing. They say these things and they go on, but that might be stuck in your spirit. And as I'm saying, you might be conscious of it. And if you're conscious of it, there's like half of the work over. Then you could ask God to help you with that exact thing. If you're not conscious, then you have to go in a different way, asking Him to reveal things, thoughts or actions that is part of you, that is not part of His plan for your life. Persons talk about church hurt, but the phrase or the terminology is when I migrated to America the first time I heard. But it's a real thing. I had situations being in churches, and you might even be volunteering, be it your time or you're supposed to bring snacks to the church. And then the one time you just can't turn up. I could remember calling, I was an usher at the church, and I called to tell the chief usher that I would not be able to make it because at that time, like, everybody had a sort of flu. It's not the pandemic. It was like 10, 12 years ago or even longer. But I was telling her, and she was not happy that I'm calling her Saturday night to tell her that I am sick and I wouldn't be able to make it to church the next day because what she's going to do at this hour. And I had to explain to her, I said, I really thought I would have felt better. So I keep holding off because I know we had like a shortage of people to usher, especially I was going for the 8 o'clock service. No one wants to go that early. So I know there was a shortage of ushers. So I was trying my utmost, feel better, drinking everything underneath the sun. And it was like 7:30. I said, Paul, you have to call her and let her know you cannot make it. This woman was so angry that I called her that later, what she's supposed to do. That I think 3-4 months after was barely I could get a hello sister. I'm not going to call her name. And she will have an attitude. So all of these things people experience in church. They might have been wrongfully accused. It might even affect their faith. So you have the church hurt. You have the hurt from someone you in authority saying something to you that is not making you feel well. You're holding on to hurt from a relationship. The person that you were married for how long, or you invested so much time with them and then they walk off. They might have left you broke. They went off and married someone else. All of these things. So these are hurt and they become load and baggages that we are lugging around on our journey, on our walk. And guys, it will slow us up. Just like how my extra bag yesterday even hit my knees. My left knee started hurting because I'm trying to get it in. No one was saying anything to me, but I know they weren't happy with me and this bag and all of that. Just like how that slowed down. In fact, I missed one of the trains. I had to wait for the next one an extra half an hour. Just how it slowed me down yesterday. That is what happening with us on our walk when we're having these luggages and these extra load and this anger and unforgiveness And we holding on to things that someone said or we think do to us. And guys, sometimes when we look back, that person that we think side us or the person who was wrong to us, they were a blessing in disguise. But because of this or because of how they behave, you were forced to think differently or you were forced to be more resourceful. And most of all, you start leaning on God more. Because when we have these individuals in our lives, or we have the job, or we have all of these other trappings that we feel is security, we tend to think that we could operate on our own. But it's when we in those dark places, we have to literally and figuratively get on our knees. So these things might happen for us to get a closer walk with God. So we have to start balancing it out. If you are conscious of the hurt, if you're conscious of the heavy load that you're taking, look at it first to see how, in what positive way it played out in your life. And even if you think it's not positive, you ask God to reveal to you the benefit of that person or that situation, of the person hurting you or that situation not going the way you like it. And if you're thinking, I don't have nothing, there is something. Ask God to reveal it because we need Him to prepare us for the walk. And if we have the extra suitcase that we had to check in, that we had to lug on the train, it will affect our walk. Just like how it affected my journey somewhat yesterday, but it's temporary. It is and it will affect our walk. And we would not able to get what God is telling us to do in our lives. We would not be able to accomplish it. So guys, I had my load, my suitcase yesterday. Personally, I have things that I'm dealing with. I have to work on forgiveness. I have to work on letting certain things go. Guys, some of them is hard. But I'm in the process. I'm working process. And I'm not beating myself up because I asked my Father for help. And when I think that I've overcome it and it's still in my spirit, I have to go back to Him. The mean is not fully clean. But He will clean it up for me. Because you know what? In my heart, I'm willing to get it clean. I want to be on the other side of it and not caught up in whatever I think that was done to me or say about me or any other stuff. And you too. Ask God. If you're conscious of it, ask Him to help you. If you're not, just say, Father, I need a check-in. I think Paul is saying, take your advice. Let me check in with you to see if there's anything that is hampering my walk with you. That is making it not possible for me to experience all that you have in store for me. And you ask, see, and you know in your heart that you want to, He will tell you. So guys, I am here still enjoying Portugal. And as I said, I'm in Estoril now. I just went to the grocery store. Who knows, by the time you see this video, I might have done some walking around. Because I'm taping it now, it's Saturday. We still have a few more hours in the day. And the place is still bright. I might put on my walking shoes and take a walk around. Then I have Sunday. But you will be seeing this on Monday morning. Guys, and I'll keep you guys posted. Remember, God loves you. You could ask Him anything. Any question, any question in any area of your life. He's sitting there waiting for you to come to Him. And He will work it out. So, enjoy your day, enjoy your week, and we will talk sometime later on. So take care. God bless. And remember, God loves you. Bye.